Right, most of you probably never thought about what a day and life looks like from the point of view from your microbes or the microbiomes around you. And I just want to give you a quick overview to see what the world looks like from a microbe point of view and from your point of view and how you interact on a daily basis. Alright, night night, sleep tight, and don't let the bed bugs bite. You may have heard that before, but there's a reason why people say that. The genus Cimex has been around and living with humans for probably as long as humans have been around. And there's a very tight interaction, and it's quite common to have bed bugs. Often you can see them by little red bite marks and stuff on your skin. And again, good morning everybody. What's one of the first thing you do? You go bathroom and brush your teeth. And why do you brush your teeth? Yeah, because it smells and there's yucky stuff on it. But the yucky stuff is to a large extent a big part of your oral microbiome, which is very, very important. And a healthy oral microbiome is important to prevent caries, gingivitis, and periodontitis, which can be diseases caused by bacteria in your mouth. And one of the culprits of causing caries is Streptococcus mutans, which is a relative of the lactobacillus and produce acid upon ingestion of sugar. And you can see the child behind has a lot of damaged and caries-prone teeth, and a lot of it is due to diet. So the more sugar you eat, the happier Streptococcus mutans are and other bacteria to produce acid and then damage your teeth. And you can see that quite commonly in America, but also in other countries. And it can have a lot of negative effects because it's been also shown that a lot of your oral bacteria can actually be attacking your heart valve, cause arthritis, and cause other diseases. So oral health is actually really important. That's why we brush our teeth. Next up is breakfast, and you can see a healthy dose of yogurt with cereal and fresh fruit. And the yogurt, upon closer inspection, has a lot of lactobacilli, bifidobacteria in it, and the granola on the side has a lot of fiber, which is a prebiotic, which nourishes your good microbes. So that's a healthy, good breakfast, encouraging your microbes to be healthy in your gut. And that's really important, your gut microbiome. There's a lot of research coming out on gut-brain axis so that your gut health affects your mental health as well, and many other things in your daily lives. So again, breakfast. Next thing is we're gonna scoop our cat litter box, do some chores around the house. And you may have heard that people say that pregnant women shouldn't clean the cat litter box. And that is because of another culprit, which is called Toxoplasma gondii. And that's a unicellular parasite that the final host is in the cat, and they produce infectious life cycle stages that can infect humans, and if pregnant women are infected, they can have cause damage for their children. Toxoplasma is also interesting on another side because it also infects cats and mice, rats and mice. And it changes behavior of these animals. So when a rat, for example, is infected with Toxoplasma, it's not afraid of cats anymore, but it starts liking cats. It's actually attracted to cats. So the Toxoplasma changes the behavior so that it can complete its life cycle. So again, a single cell can have a lot of effect. Next up, we're gonna go for a walk with our dog. We're gonna go in the forest, and again, you may not see them necessarily, but a lot of times there are ticks in our environment. And again, Florida especially, there are a couple of different problems what you can have. One is the Lone Star tick, which is easily recognizable, but that can cause tick-borne meat allergies. So the saliva of the tick induces a disease in you. They can, when you then eat red meat, it can cause anaphylactic shock. So that's one that's not infectious disease, but still tick-borne problems. The second problem, obviously, is if the tick embeds itself, and then it can transmit various diseases. There's a couple of viruses, and the most known organism that's transmitted by ticks is Borrelia burgdorferi, and that's a spirochete, and that's actually a really weird organism. Because it can sort of burrow itself into different parts of your body, into your brain and other areas, and it's often overlooked and is often misdiagnosed. But it can cause a lot of severe diseases as well. So be aware of the ticks and try to avoid them. All right, it's lunchtime and we're gonna be up for the better part again, and you can see this delicious sourdough bread, and that is made with Saccharomyces cerevisiae and other yeasts and other bacteria as well. So sourdough starter has become very prominent, and a lot of people have started baking bread during the pandemic when they were stuck at home. And again, our beneficial microbes, Saccharomyces, is a budding yeast, and that is used to make the gas, and that rises to the bread and causes the air bubbles embedded in it. Obviously, cheeses are made as well with lots of different bacteria and other food products as well. All right, so we've got lunch. We go to the grocery store and go some more shopping. Besides the mushrooms and other bacteria that are just normally found on the bacteria, you may be a little bit worried about because you recently read in the newspaper that there was a listeria outbreak, and it can be on vegetables, it can be in milk products, in meats, and other ones as well. So food recalls are very, very common as well. And there was a very famous case of the Bluebell ice cream. There was a Listeria monocytogenes outbreak a few years ago, and that was actually found in a lab in Gainesville at Marion NutriSciences, where they did the testing for the food items, and they found Listeria in Bluebell ice cream. So happens not very often, but again, if you wash your veggies properly and cook your meat properly, then it should not be a problem to get food poisoning, but it happens. Well, all right, so after shopping, you just sit down a little bit in the evening. You're thinking about going on a vacation, and you really got this great advertisement for a cheap cruise, and you think, maybe, cruise sounds really great and relaxing. But then you heard that there is a lot of norovirus outbreak on these cruise ships, so you think, maybe I'm not going to go on a cruise, but rather I go to Bavaria and go to Germany to have some good sauerkraut and some good beer. All right, so the day's over. You've got your day planned for the next few days, and then you just go to bed and think, did I do the right thing for my gut microbiome? Are my bacteria in my gut happy? Is my gut-brain axis okay? So that's one of the last things you go to sleep, but that relationship between your gut and your health starts very early on. So being exposed to germs as a child, and that's my little grandbaby Ava, and Louie, our puppy, is really important to prime your immune system, to have a healthy gut, and to take care of your microbes, because microbes, little things, make big things happen. Thanks for watching.